One of the most popular spiritual teachings, which in turn shaped and influenced other traditions, including the concept of twin flames, is Hermeticism, or the Hermetic laws, sometimes also described as universal principles. Hermeticism, traced back to the mythical figure Hermes Trismegistus, a fusion of the Greek and Egyptian deities Hermes and Thoth, is considered one of the oldest and most influential wisdom traditions. The Hermetic laws or principles describe the fundamental structures of reality, timeless truths that permeate the universe. They are not external dogmas, but inner truths, confirmed through observation of life, nature, and the mind. Principles such as the law of correspondence, as above, so below, or the law of vibration, which understands all being as movement and frequency, open the eye to a deeper order behind the apparent multiplicity of the world. Hermeticism teaches that all is mind, that the universe arises from consciousness, and that the laws governing the stars are mirrored equally in the human being. These Hermetic laws reveal the fabric of cause and effect, of spirit and matter, of humanity and cosmos. The first principle is the law of mind, which states that the all is mind. Everything begins in consciousness, every thought shapes reality. Practically, this means that our inner world shapes the outer, that what we hold and nourish in the mind sooner or later manifests in life. The second principle is the law of correspondence, expressed in the ancient phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without. It shows that the same patterns operate on all levels, that the human being is a mirror of the cosmos. Just as the cycles of the stars govern time, our inner movements shape outer encounters. The third is the law of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. On a practical level, this means that thoughts, emotions, words, and actions emit vibrations that create resonance. A mind in higher vibration attracts the same, while lower attracts lower. The fourth principle is the law of polarity. Everything has two poles, opposites are merely varying degrees of the same thing. Light and darkness, love and hate, closeness and distance are not absolute contradictions, but tensions within a continuum. One who understands this can transform opposites rather than be at their mercy. Following this is the law of rhythm. Everything has its cycles, rise and fall, ebb and flow. No state is eternal, every movement follows the pendulum of life. The initiate recognizes these rhythms and learns to move with them rather than be overwhelmed by them. The sixth principle is the law of cause and effect. Nothing happens by chance, every effect has its cause, and every cause generates an effect. In practice, this means taking responsibility for one's own life instead of speaking blindly of fate. Finally, the law of gender, which works in all things. This is not limited to biological sex but refers to the creative polarity of masculine and feminine, receiving and generating, active and passive. Every manifestation arises through the interplay of these forces. On the twin flame path, these principles reveal themselves with unique clarity. The mirror law of the twin flame directly points to Hermetic correspondence. Polarity unfolds in the tension of closeness and distance, of masculine and feminine energy, and vibration determines whether the connection is experienced as harmonious or painful. Thus, the relationship to the other half of the soul becomes a living school of Hermeticism, where cosmic principles are not only studied but lived and embodied. Whoever recognizes this transforms the often turbulent journey of twin flames into a gateway to spiritual mastery.